Our next inductee is a member of the class of 1979 and was a force on the line for Jesuit and then TCU. Please direct your attention to the screen as we introduce Mike Flynn.
Mike Flynn from the class of 1979. A highly touted high school and Division I college talent, Flynn made his most lasting impact at Jesuit by anchoring the offensive line on the Rangers' 1978 state championship football team. A three-year letterman for the blue and gold on both the gridiron and in track, Flynn emerged as the top center in Texas as a senior, as he was named first-team All-State while earning national plaudits as an All-American. Selected for a spot on the Dallas Morning News All-Greater Dallas team, Flynn was also a state finalist in the mile relay at the 1977 and 1978 TCIL Track and Field Championships. Recruited to continue his football career at TCU, Flynn authored a tremendous career with the Horned Frogs that included the prestige of serving as a four-year starter on both sides of the ball. In 1983, Flynn was the recipient of TCU's Grassy Hinton Most Conscientious Award, and in 1984, he was named to the All-Southwest Conference team while leading the Horned Frogs to an appearance in the Bluebonnet Bowl against nationally ranked number 12 West Virginia.
And according to Gary Pasquay, longtime head football coach at Jesuits, also a member of the Sports Hall of Fame, Mike represented kind of the best of Jesuit football and one of the toughest players he ever coached.
Well, before I met Mike at TCU, I knew all about him because I went to Bishop Dunn and we played against one another, and frankly didn't like him and didn't like anybody at Jesuit. They were the arch enemy. But we soon became fast friends, especially after Mike discovered that I'd gone to Bishop Dunn, and he quickly reminded me that at the time we had never beaten Jesuit in football in the history of Bishop Dunn High School. So I always appreciated that reminder.
Our offensive line, really, line play is predicated on our center play. Our center is our quarterback. And Mike was responsible for not only knowing what he was supposed to be doing, he had to know what the other two on either side of him were supposed to be responsible for. And so Mike was gifted as an athlete, as an offensive lineman, and was a bright guy, and he performed that role exceptionally well for us.
You never know what Flynn was going to come up with, but you knew every day when you got to practice, check those shoes, check your helmet. You never knew what might be waiting for you.
When my son, oldest son, who's about 7 or 8 years old at the time, I had gone in to shower and come back out. We were then headed home, and Mike and another offensive lineman decided to take athletic tape and tape my son to the goalpost, which is a pretty good example of the creativity that you get with a Mike Flynn.
The one thing that Mike realizes, and it's translated over into his business career, is the value of relationships. And he keeps up with a lot of former teammates, myself included, and we're very close, and we've had fun watching each other's families grow up. I don't think there's any coincidence to the fact that between Mike and I, there are 7 girls and no guys. And I think that maybe is God's way of showing us that he has a little bit of sense of humor.
I guess one of the things I truly wanted to say is I've really enjoyed watching him grow as a man, as a father, as a husband, as a businessman. It just makes me awful proud.
Mike, on behalf of the Letterman's Club and the Jesuit Sports Hall of Fame, we want to congratulate you on this prestigious award. Well deserved, and again, congratulations.
Mike, on behalf of all of our TCU teammates here, it's my honor to congratulate you on going into the Jesuit Hall of Fame. From the TCIL to All-Southwest Conference to the great guy you are, and now a Hall of Fame alum at Jesuit. Congratulations, buddy. Go Frogs.
As a symbol of his accomplishments and membership into this prestigious group, Mike will be presented with the Jesuit Sports Hall of Fame Blue Blazer. Mike has selected his father, Dan Flynn, to present him with his jacket. Mike said his father is his greatest fan and the man he aspires to be. Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Flynn.
Thank you. Thank you. When I received the email from Jesuit letting me know that I'd been nominated to be considered for the Jesuit Sports Hall of Fame, I was shocked. I was very thankful and very humbled to even be considered for such an honor. As a young boy, I used to dream of one day putting on that golden helmet and running out onto the field at Hager Stadium as the PA announcer said, "Ladies and gentlemen, your Jesuit Rangers." I never dreamt that I would be here tonight. To my fellow inductees, Jaime, John, and Chuck, congratulations on your many accomplishments and success. My only hope is that my inclusion into the class doesn't diminish the reputation for each of you. To Gary Pasquay, the legendary coach who I am so thankful to have had an opportunity to play for, to Robbie Finnegan, David Adamson, and the entire selection committee, thank you for your diligence and your efforts. There are so many wonderful Jesuit athletes deserving of this award, and I know it must be very, very difficult to cull that number down to just 4 people. So thank you for all the work you do. It's much appreciated. Jesuit is, as many of you know, a unique and special place comprised of unique and special people. The Jesuit experience was a game changer in every aspect of my life, as it has been for so many young men and their families. It's impossible to enter the doors of Jesuit as a freshman and not become a better version of yourself, a version closer to the person that God intended you to be when you leave as a senior. The academic curriculum, the faith development, the loving and nurturing faculty offer every Jesuit student an opportunity to grow, succeed, and flourish. Lord, thank you for the blessing that is Dallas Jesuit. It's a special evening like tonight that causes a person to look back on their life and realize how very blessed they have been. In doing so, I was reminded of the many people who have helped me along my path in life, people who have sacrificed themselves to give me certain opportunities in life. And I'm very thankful that many of those people are here with us tonight. To my parents, Dan and Eller Flynn, thank you for the gift of faith. Thank you for the sacrifices you made to give me a Catholic school education. Thank you for your unconditional love, and thank you for all your support. My mom was diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease about 6 years ago, so she is unable to be with us tonight. But I'm very thankful to have my dad here. Dad, thank you, I love you. To my lovely wife, Jan, as the saying goes, I outkicked my coverage when I married her. She's clearly my better half. She's a wonderful wife and a wonderful mother, and does a wonderful job with our family, and I'm very thankful, and I love her. To our beautiful girls, Mackenzie, Kendall, Brenna, and Delaney, your mom and I are so proud of you, and you're maturing into beautiful young ladies. We do hope that you'll reconsider our proposal for a group wedding, though. Now's not the time to discuss it, but it has merit. It'll be a lot of fun. To my brothers and sisters, Kathleen, Dana, Mary Ellen, Shannon, Kevin and Mark, thanks for your forgiveness, your love, your patience with me over the years. And I can't tell you how much, being in Fort Worth, how much I appreciate all that you do for Mom and Dad. It's appreciated, and I love each of you, and I thank you for being here tonight. To Dave Gross, the legendary head football coach of the St. Monica Bearcats. You know, it's not often a person gets an opportunity to play for two legends. Coach Gross is certainly one, and Coach Pasquale is another, so I'm very thankful to have been able to play under both of those coaches. They made a huge impact, both of them did, in my life. Coach, you prepared me for Jesuit football and for life. You toughened us up, you taught us work ethic, you taught us to never quit at any endeavor we undertook. You taught us competition. You reminded us that we weren't hurt unless a bone was sticking out, and not to make you come out on the field for us. But you taught us so much more. You taught us about life, and you taught us about how to succeed in life. Those countless hours spent on that holy plot of dirt called the Nutcracker were invaluable, and they served all the survivors well. Dave, I wouldn't be here today without you and the impact you made on my life. Thank you for being here, and thank you for everything you've done for me. I was going to say to the fine sisters of St. Monica, I forgave all of you in 2009, with the exception of Teresa Martin, who was forgiven in 2012 after I read a book on forgiveness by Matthew Kelly. But I decided I was going to strike that from my speech. To my teammates who covered my mistakes and made me appear to be a much better player than I was, thanks for carrying me. Our state championship football season will be a memory for all of us and all that participated on that team. What a joy it was. To Gary Pasquale and Zip Vericola, who sung my praises to every college coach that would listen, thank you. I would not have realized my goal of playing college football if it wasn't for both of you. Zip couldn't be here tonight, and I learned from his daughter that he's recently been diagnosed with cancer, so please keep him in your prayers. To my greatest fan, you were always there to pick me up when I fell, and always there to cheer me on when I succeeded. Your love and sacrifice for us so that we would have certain opportunities that you knew would serve us well. And I thank you for that. Thank you for the gift of faith. Thank you for always being there for me. You're the man I strive to be and the man I hope to become. And I'm very proud to be your son. I love you, Dad. The Lord blessed me with so many people who have sacrificed themselves over the years to help me. It isn't often that one gets an opportunity to thank the many people who have made such a profound impact on their life. So thank you for the opportunity to do this tonight. I hope that I can pass on the many blessings to those who cross my path in life, as so many of you have done for me. My boyhood dream was nothing more than to wear the blue and gold and represent the Jesuit Rangers. I never imagined that it would end with a special evening like tonight. I am so very proud and so very humbled to be a member of the Jesuit Sports Hall of Fame. To Kevin Mullen and all the volunteers who worked so hard to make this such a special evening for the inductees, our families, and our friends, thank you for a job well done. Thank you.
Mike Flynn.